Courtney Mahoney is like any other 12-year-old girl, but there's just one thing setting her apart from her cohort. Courtney Mahoney plays for state team Southern Stars and was the only Australian player selected to take part in a training program in Canada last year. Incredible achievements for her age. Why ice hockey? Why did you choose it to stick with it?
We needed a winter sport, so then Dad and I, with the whole family, started doing ice skating, and then Dad and I started taking up hockey. And that's how it started.
And so what has been your biggest success so far?
I think my biggest success was making it to the state team, because I think that really depended on how much I trained, my skill level and stuff, to make it as like a first year when you're up against all of these big kids that have been training and playing for longer.
So that's pretty intimidating. How did you motivate yourself to train so hard?
I think it's because I wanted it more than basically everyone else, because there's not going to be, I can only play for another 2 years as a girl, because I can't play in the higher levels because boys get bigger, it's contact and stuff, so then I can actually do it before I can't.
Yeah, so what are the best things and the worst things about playing ice hockey?
Worst things is that boys hog it.
What do you kind of feel about that?
Oh, you get used to it. I've been playing in a team of boys. We only have 4 girls in our team. So you kind of get used to having the puck, like having boys hog it. You get used to boys like doubting you and stuff, but just don't listen to them.
Well, I think Courtney has a really big opportunity, not only because she is a good player on her own right, but because she's a female player. They can make national teams, which then go to the World Championships. So I think if Courtney continues at the rate she's doing, she can make those teams.
How long do they train for every week?
We train weekly for about an hour and a half. So she's been doing that hour and a half, but in addition, she's been going out and doing other stuff on her own. And it really shows on the ice.
Courtney only trains once a week with her team, but she's found exceptional success at such a young age, particularly while balancing her school and social life.
And so you're still at school as well, you're in grade 7?
Yep.
So how do you balance schoolwork with everything?
Fit it in sometime.
And how do you catch up on everything too if you're away for competitions?
Holidays, weekends, that's how you do it. You have to catch up so then your teachers don't get mad.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yep.
No, her schoolwork, I have to say, she has kept on top of it. I think her marks show that. We've always sort of said to her, you get home at 3:15, you can have your afternoon tea, and then you've got to do your homework first, then you practice your ice hockey and try and fit everything in.
I think that's the difference between, that's the way that we've looked at parenting, is that you give your children the skills. So skills are not nagging them to do things or telling them what to do. It's about helping them create that scheduling and understand what their commitment is. I've said to Courtney often, whether you want to or you don't want to, that's up to you.
So what's one piece of advice you could give Courtney?
I think keeping with the theme of whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. That's it. And we're always here.
Yeah. And go out there and have fun.
Yeah.
If you're not going to have fun, it's pointless doing it.
Courtney has the motivation at 12 many won't develop in a lifetime, and it could be thanks to her family's involvement in sport. Obviously, you're still very young, so you're only 12?
Yep.
So do you know that this is what you want to do professionally, or what do you want to do?
I don't know. I want to do hockey, but then there's also other sports that I like, so see what I want to do.
See how it goes. Still young. Whatever the future holds for Courtney, she's certainly one to look out for. That's if you can keep up with her.